Yo, look, courtesy is what's up.
In fact, I'll just take one out. I'll take one.
Yeah, well, of course.
Not the sugary shit though. It's a lot. Or not sugar. Yeah,
You
sugar.
want a glass or a cup?
I take a glass for the
solid. Yes, sir.
Do we have any other ice in there?
We do. Would you like ice first, sir?
Oh, yeah, I take it.
All right.
So we don't
lock it like this.
Yeah.
Let me know, sir.
I guess.
What, sir?
The brother's gonna laugh, but man, I'm good with that. In fact, put a little more. Just so
yeah, he got his ring on. Yeah, he got that Bunyan Young ring on this time.
That's good. If I would have started before the live started, you know what I'm saying? The brother's gonna always drink it, but since you just poured it right in front of me, niggas gonna be talking so.
The feed's actually been like, wow.
The whole day yesterday, I'm on it up and I'm watching it up. I don't know.
I do not know what the difference is.
I'll tell you, like, I'm on it and I'm watching it up. Like, it really took me by surprise. The whole time, like, on it, like, watching people, like, when I finally be able to see them coming in, like, the commentators coming in, I'm sitting there watching them. Damn, I turned up a little bit, turned down. I'm saying, like, I'm fiddling with it, see if it'll mess up. Like, nothing, huh?
Yeah, and what's crazy is on Tuesday we had 3 accounts on here. We had the Arizona YouTube, Arizona Facebook, and Vegas YouTube. So we had 3 accounts and it was running smooth as hell.
I don't know. All right, we'll jump right into it. We'll get started. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, Shimon, Shaparatha. I'm saying to all you brothers and sisters out there, Shalom, Yahweh, Shimon, Thamba, Shimon, Shai, to you sisters out there. Once again, with the ISUPK, I'm saying coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, Officer Apayak out here in Arizona. I'm saying, as you see on the bottom, we got classes Tuesday through Friday. I'm saying from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm saying, and then Saturday we got the Sabbath service from 10 in the morning. I'm saying to about noon. We're going to jump right into it, man. Today's class is going to be about, I'm saying, humble. I'm saying, being humble. I'm saying meek. I'm saying, the Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth, right? I'm saying, so it's important that brothers and sisters, as we grow in age, you know what I'm saying? Or, yes, as we grow in age, we don't lose that discipline. You know what I'm saying? We're coming to the truth. Being Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, we have a tendency of, as the Most High say, a stiff-necked people, one. You know what I'm saying? And something that I've noticed in our people, we have a short-term memory. And the reason why I say a short-term memory is because we're the only people that another nation of people can do something to us. You know what I'm saying? And everything is all good after a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Or they can kill one of us and we go out there and march. You know what I'm saying? And give it about 2 or 3 weeks, niggas get tired. Like, we can go right back to, you know what I'm saying, not joining together, killing each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say we have a short-term memory. You know what I'm saying? So we have to always remember that what? Humble. You know what I'm saying? To humble ourselves. Humble is the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what tonight's class is about. Before we jump into that, though, I want to jump into I'm saying a couple of hot topics. I'm saying one of the main topics we're going to talk about today is, I'm saying, the NCAA. I'm saying starting to finally give players money. I'm saying starting to pay players now. Now, give me that up. An NCAA. We want an NCAA first.
Sir. This is BleachReport.com. Shabazz Napier says he goes to bed starving because he can't afford food.
I'm saying, if anyone remembers Shabazz Napier, that brother, he was a solid brother, man. He was a solid brother. I think he played for North Carolina, yes, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. I think he played for. He was a solid brother. I'm saying very talented, right? Imagine he's putting up all them points and selling out all them arenas every night, right? And then he goes to bed hungry. You know how much money these colleges make off these players, man? They mean to tell me that they're going to bed hungry. Give me the one on Jameis Winston. If anyone knows who Jameis Winston was a quarterback for Florida State. I'm saying quarterback for Florida State, and Jameis Winston won the Heisman Trophy. If anyone know anything about the Heisman Trophy, that's the equivalent of somebody winning MVP, the NFL, right? Here's the story on Jameis Winston. Now imagine, right? He is a Heisman Trophy winner. He's MVP of college football. We're gonna bring out how much money these colleges are bringing out in a minute, right? So he's selling out what's the average college arena is what? 70,000? Or even more? I'm not talking about like big colleges. Like somewhere like that. I'm saying Alabama. Give me the other one. LSU, Tennessee, Texas Tech. I'm saying all these places. Texas. Let's not mention Texas. My God, look at that arena they playing over there. You know so let's hear this about Jameis Winston, right? MVP, college football at the time. Here's what he said.
This is Orlando Sentinel report. Jameis Winston says stolen crab legs were given to him for free.
Say what?
Stolen crab legs were given to him for free.
So a story broke that Jameis Winston was stealing crab legs. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. This story was back in like 2016. The reason I'm bringing it up now is because all the players was crying for help back then. I'm saying when the college football, they started letting our people get in college football around the 70s, maybe. I'm saying, so if you're born in the 70s to this time, it's about how long now? 50 years, at least 50 years, right? At least 50 years, right? We're not even going to our amount of money they generate in that 50 years. I'm saying ridiculously amount. But the players have been screaming, you know what I'm saying, and crying that, like, we hungry, we're going to bed hungry, we don't have food, we don't have clothes. A lot of them are wearing torn up shoes, right? NCAA then came out and said, no, we give them meals. When we have practice and after practice, we have these meals that they eat. You know what I'm saying, before we go to certain events or these meals that they eat. The players are saying what? No, because we have to go to media day. We got to do this, endorsement day, this, and all that for you guys. And we're not eating. We're playing for you guys and we're not eating. And we have no money. Our family's starving back home. So what NFL did was NFL made it a requirement. I want you to follow me, right? Mm-hmm. NBA just switched theirs around. Mm-hmm. Whereas one time, like Kobe Bryant, right? Mm-hmm. Let's take Kobe. Did Kobe go to college? Take LeBron James. Did LeBron James go to college? Anybody notice that? What college did LeBron James attend? He never went to college. Right? Until they made it mandated, right? That you have to do at least 1 year for the NBA before you join the NBA. Why?
So you say 1 year for the NBA before you join the NBA?
Before you join the NBA, you have to do 1 year college before you join the NBA. Why they say that? Here's what their reason was. The reason was, well, you're a young man and your body's not ready for it yet. Now, since me being the ISUPK and commanding General Yana, you know what I'm saying, and the men above me have taught me not to be foolish, you know what I'm saying, and to read between the lines, then I would say something like, okay, that's fine. If these men are too young to go to the NFL and to go to the NBA, I hear you. Then how can you come out of high school at 18 years old and go straight into the Army? Don't forget, in Vietnam, they were drafting 19-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? How can a 17-year-old with his parents' permission be able to go into the Army at 17 if they're too young to join the NBA or NFL? Right? I'm saying the men above me have taught me to read between bullshit. So first was a 2-year mandatory for the NBA, right? So they made a 1-year mandatory. Now you have to go to college, right? To play basketball. Now football is a mandatory, right? You have to do a mandatory 2 years and not coming off that, right? The reason why football did that is, let's go to Alabama. This is the reason why. Let's get Alabama. Look at how much Alabama generates a year. And this is just Alabama football. Go ahead. I'm saying the football team of Alabama, let's get how much they generate in 1 year.
This is foxbusiness.com. Losing.
You might have to swirl down to like the red to red. You got it? Okay.
Yes, sir. Losing Alabama's football season could mean revenue losses in the billions, Mayer says.
Swirl down to the red. It's going to see the red letters. Keep swirling down. You're going to see the red letters. And that last article I sent you. Okay. That's the one on the foxbusiness.com.
Yep, come.
You got it?
This is Fox Business, sir. So it says, according to the University of Alabama's economic data, the impact of Tuscaloosa was projected at nearly $2 billion for the year.
For the what?
The year.
For the what?
The year.
$2 billion for the year, right? We did our math. That comes out to them making this obviously it's more from endorsements and all that, but $25 million at least each game. I'm saying Alabama is making $25 million a game, right? Now they're playing how much games do college players play? Around how much games do college football players play? 17, 18? Now 18 times 25 is how much? I'll get it for you. Don't sweat. I'll get it for you. 18 times 25. That's 450. 450, right? Million. And just, once again, each game, right? Not to mention the endorsements that these brothers are doing. Not to mention these events that they're putting on, right? Them having the players come out and what are they called? The ones that donate money to the schools.
Charity.
No, it's another name for them.
Scholarships.
It's
grants.
It's the people that come to these schools. In high school they used to do it. I'm saying they call what is it, sis? Yes, sponsors. But it's another term they go by.
Almost counts.
Damn. All you guys are right. That sisters are right 100%, right? These sponsors that give money to these schools, right, for the players to come out and throw the ball and catch it, you know what I'm saying, and donate money to schools, and then these rich billionaires and all of them donate to Alabama football. They're making $25 million a game, right? Not to mention all the endorsements and all that they get, which are equivalent to what? $2 billion a year. They're making $2 billion each year. Alabama's been around for how long? At least 50 years. Do the math. I'm saying 50 times 2 billion. Do the math. That's how much they're making, and their players going broke. Here's what the Most High said onto that. Give me Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm saying we go on to the curses in verse Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Start 16.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Shall I be in the what?
Be in the field.
Shall I be in the what?
In the field.
In the field. Literally, those brothers are cursed on the field. Cursed. Not only is one hit alone. In football, playing football is just one hit. All it takes is one hit. The reason why I know I got it to prove it. You know what I'm saying? I got it to prove it. Just one hit alone can damage your brain. Can you imagine after 10 years of playing this game, the continuous head hits and trauma A brother by the name of Junior Seau, they said when they did a CAT scan on his brain, they don't know how he was living. Like, how do you live with that? The constant trauma and the pain he was living with every single day. Can you imagine that? Every single day from playing the game of football. He didn't get no royalties for it. His money was drying up. Then when they did a scan on his brain, they're like, "Oh my God, how was he living?" The game of football killed him. Not to mention all of the brothers with countless concussions. The reason why I had a concussion, so I would know. I know brothers that by the time they were 17 years old, they had 5 concussions. I'm gonna repeat it again. By the time they're 17 years old, he had 5 concussions. Stories about kids by the time they're 12 years old, they have 2 concussions. Now, I want you to think about that. You know what I'm saying? And to know that you go through all them years, right, to fight to get to college. Then you have to do an additional 3 years in college. Don't forget, you redshirt your first year. In football is a year. Your first year is called redshirt, so that year don't count. A lot of people don't know that. It's called a redshirt freshman. So that year don't count. The second year is really your first year, and then the year after that. So they have you for 3 years in there, starving. Your family going through hell. Just to come to the NFL and you make the bare minimum, right? Not to mention the agents you got to pay and your managers and your fees and, you know what I'm saying, your food. You ain't getting nothing after that. These players is getting signed today, 10-year million. It seems as if they're not really making nothing up after taxes. You know how much 10 million in taxes? You know what's 10 million in taxes after you pay Uncle Sam, you pay your lawyers. I'm saying fee if you're a personal lawyer, if you have your managers and all these other fees you gotta pay. You know how much that come out to? You give your family a little money and all that, man. It ain't nothing. Right. Most I said, curse shall I be in the field because they truly cursed. You know what I'm saying? They truly cursed. And keep going on. Read 17 for me.
Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Cursed shall be thy. That one right there, basket. And this on this top, I'm staying on topic. What is a curse shall I be thy basket?
Asking ball, sir.
My mouth on the roll, eh? Basketball, you definitely right. I'm saying basketball, but I'm saying get a little more deep for me. Curse shall be that basket.
That money, they ain't making nothing.
They ain't making nothing. You mean to tell me Terry Lowens, right? Terry Lowens made an easy 125 million in his career. Where'd all that money go? And T.O. is now, give you one better, Lamar Odom. Do you know Lamar Odom owes $380,000 just this year alone so far in child support? Let me say this. What kid need that much already this year in child support? What money are you really making, huh? You can't see they set you up for failure. That's the reason why they tell you what. After NFL player retire, a basketball player retire, give them after about 4 years, you're done. How money do you have? You think everyone is like Mayweather, man? Everyone making Mayweather money and see how Mayweather living. Not everyone's like that. Mayweather said he can sit back and make $1 million a month if he wanted to, just off his business alone. I don't know. Well, take the brother's word for it, okay. What about a man, he's now dead by the name of Macho Camacho? Or Pernell Whitaker, that's now dead. I'm saying, you heard of a man by the name of James Toney? You know, James Toney is over 50 years old, 60 years old. James Toney, they're getting ready to make him a celebrity boxing match for James Toney. Mike Tyson, damn near 60 years old. How is Mike Tyson still in the ring? Man, what'd he tell you? I don't want to be boxing, but I'm saying I'm running out of money. How is a man that made $500 million, 500 million run out of money?
He's cursed in his basket.
Cursed in his basket. You cannot escape. This is what the Most High said, man, over 10,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 years ago. Cursed shall I be in that basket, man. What money are they really making? Not to mention all of the trauma and the pain they're going through, because they tell you what. I'm saying, if you go look at a brother by the name of Jalen Ramsey, a corner for some football team, he said, you know, I noticed my whole life I wanted to be an NFL player and make money and take care of my family. He said, I got all the money now. He said, I'm not happy. He said, I was more happy when I was living in that ghetto and coming up in that struggle. Read that again, 17 again.
Cursed shall be thy basket.
I mean, money cannot get you out of this captivity, man.
That's right.
The amount of money, believe me, man. Even I tell you, brothers is learning. Myself is like, money cannot get you out of this. Money can, and the one thing about me, I notice I really make the same mistakes over and over, and I catch on really quick up. And I can tell you that. I ain't going to go into how long I've been in the States. And a couple years back, I'm saying, and I started working. Something that I've noticed is this system is set up for you out. It's a slavery out just for you to work out. You mean to tell me that I'm supposed to work 12-hour days and the money that I'm making, you're going to take a part of that from me? The same man that's supposed to be paying me for this labor, you're going to take part of that? Not to mention, you're going to put tax the food that I'm buying when you're already taking taxes from me? Not only taxing the food that I'm buying, you're taxing the clothes that I'm buying. Then I got to pay the rent. I got to pay rent and a light bill. You mean to tell me that? Let me get this straight. I can't afford an $800 mortgage, but I can afford a $1,200 rent? And then when I'm left with the little money, you tell me, well, you need to work harder. Man, honestly, I would say this, it's truly hell. I do not envy any. Getting up and working every day is not it. It is not it. I could truly tell you, it is not it. If I can, I get up every day to just, my job is just serve the Most High out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's my job, to serve the Most High. No shame or nothing for that. I don't care. My job is to serve the Most High. Because at least what? I know I'm getting something. You mean to tell me I got to get up every single day and go to work for you? Curse shall I be in that basket. But we ain't see nothing from it. We ain't building from it. Go ahead.
Sluggy, sir, if I could build on what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Sluggy, the reason why this oppressor will continue to call hard-working priests and prophets such as yourself lazy and tell my brothers that they need to work harder.
Right.
Even in the midst of all the hell that we've withstood and continue to withstand, it's because there's actually something that we can do. And if we're just a little bit less lazy, we can make this happen. We can make our king come back. Right. I just want to go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21 says, prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter.
This is so heavy, Ox. Read it. Start on top again. Isaiah what?
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21.
Isaiah 14 and 21, one of the most heaviest, I'm saying, scriptures in the Bible. Here's what the Most High said about, I'm saying, these the oppressor. Go ahead.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Salaki, if I could, sir. This is what's going to really make them understand that we're not lazy. This is what's going to make them understand we're not just niggers and rapists and drug dealers and criminals. This is when they're really going to understand. I'm taking this from an old man, that they're truly, truly sorry, and that we are actually wonderful people, peacemaking and hardworking, righteous people. When our king comes back and we are prepared for slaughter,
right? That's when they'll finally get it. And it's nothing like. That's the only way our oppressor's going to get it. The brother's saying it's so heavy. The only way they're going to get it is to die. They got to die out. I'm saying the only good oppressor is a dead oppressor. I'm saying that's the only good oppressor out. Right. I'm saying by the hands of the Most High, obviously. I'm saying, but the brother's saying it's so heavy because we live in a world. We build this place. We're the reason why this place is running. And then on top of that, we get nothing back from it, and they tell us to stop being lazy. Now think about that. You work, average person work 40-hour a week, right? And let's say you bring in, I don't know, let's say you're making $10 an hour, you bring $400 a week. I'm saying you can't in America, you can't even live off that. You bring $400 in a week, right? You mean to tell me you don't tax that man on $400 he's bringing in a week? You're gonna pull $80 out. So now he's looking at $320. This man got to pay the rent, phone bill, live in Arizona, so you need a car. He needs food. If he has children, his children need certain essentials. You know what I'm saying? They need clothes.
Yep.
And when all that's done, what's left?
Gas.
Absolutely nothing, man. Then you tell that man he needs to keep. That's why you ever heard when they say a pimp, what a pimp do? Cat Williams made a little comedy stand-up, man. He said America is like a pimp. They give you just enough to keep you coming back, but not enough to you can go off on your own. Just like a pimp do to, you know what I'm saying, his whore or whatnot. That's how America. That's the mind of this oppressor, man. I'm saying, and then they tell a foolish man, you would think that you have to get up out there and work. You're useless if you're not working. I tell you this: if you can get by without working, I'm saying, come into the ISUPK and do the works, man. You a damn fool. You want to go join that plantation? You can't say you blessed. Are you crazy, man? You're truly blessed. Ain't nothing righteous about, I'm saying, getting up and working for him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Out.
So, Lockie, sir, if I could pull another preset.
Go ahead.
I just to build on what you're saying, sir, because it really makes all the sense on earth. The Most High is pissed off about this too. And the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10 says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee." This is what the priests and prophets in the ISUPK are doing right now, exposing and covering them with shame. And thou shalt be cut off forever. They don't know this, but this is why we're going to prepare slaughter. This is why they're going to be truly sorry and realize that we're not lazy.
Right.
And in verse 11, if I could, sir, says, "In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them." The Most High remembers all of,
right.
You know, black people say, remember that.
Remember, and we say this: the white man have earned what's coming to him.
Right.
Saying, or oppressor have earned what's coming to him. That's his due. His take. I'm saying
Right.
He earned what's coming to him. It's a wicked thing what they do in the NCAA, man. Now they're talking about they finally want to start giving the players a little money.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that what they're gonna do to what money they're gonna be getting is off their endorsements. I mean, they're not gonna be getting paid. The college is not gonna be paying them for games. That's what that's what we said. The oppressor is the devil. The Bible speaks of. He's the deceiver. He's not getting paid for the games. He's getting paid for the endorsements. So let me ask you a question. What about the second string player or the third string player that's running around, I'm saying, getting concussions and all that? He's not getting paid. He's not getting no money. What about the one that's not popular? What about the defensive lineman that's not popular? When they said that they're gonna pay off endorsements, and you know who get endorsements? They love to what? This is how football is set up. Take a Tom Brady. If anyone knows who Tom Brady is, right? Take a Tom Brady. They said the most essential position of the football team is a quarterback. The reason why they make that so is because white players are usually quarterbacks. White players are vast majority of quarterbacks. So if you go on a college level and say whoever they give endorsements to is going to be ones that are going to be getting paid, do you know who's going to be getting paid? Those white college football players, man. They're the ones that are going to be getting paid. Do you not remember the time of Emmitt Smith? A guy by the name of Barry Sanders? Are you serious? Quarterback being the most? Are you serious, man? Barry Sanders, man. Jerry Rice. Go ahead, up. Gale Sayre. Are you kidding me, man? I'm saying Herschel Walker. These names. Are you? What are we doing? Are we joking or what? Saying white man's the devil, the Bible speaks. That's all it comes to, man. White man's the devil, the Bible speaks. You know what I'm saying? That's all, absolutely all it comes to. Go ahead, up.
live, yes, sir. If they paid each of these players for the game based on how many butts are in seats, they'd be paying each player, and this is if they had 3 strings in college. So it's 33 per team, which would be 66. They'd be paying them over $1 million.
Easy. The amount of money they're making
Yep.
25 a game.
1 1/4.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Give me Romans 15:4. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. That's what we say about the so-called white man, you know what I'm saying, or oppressor, that he's a devil. Go ahead, up.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
Our what?
Our learning.
For our what?
Our learning.
Multi spoke about this way before our time, man. Multi spoke about this oppressor way before our time. Way before our time. That's why today's topic is so important. It said a meek shall inherit the earth. Right? Give me that up. You know what I'm saying? The meek shall inherit the earth. And the reason why it's so important that we understand that is because we're living in a world where being in this captivity can surely make us forget that. Can surely make us go complacent. No different than in the wilderness. When Moses led us out of that wilderness, we forgot that we were living in Egypt. We were living in Egypt, in hell under these Africans. In hell under these Africans who had us in oppression, man. No different than the so-called white man today. These Africans was our oppressor. Moses led us out into the wilderness. And we wanted to kill him and go back into Egypt. We have to remember the time of old, man. We have to. And that starts with what? The meek shall inherit the earth. You must humble yourself. Go ahead, up.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Read it again.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
The meek shall inherit the earth, man. The meek shall inherit the earth. Say, not a brother of pride, not a brother of on the topic of pride. Do you know how many brothers are in the grave right now because of pride? Do you know how many brothers are in the grave? Whole 1 Peter 5:5 from me out. 1 Peter 5:5. You saying? You know how much brothers are in that grave, 6 feet deep, as they say, because of pride. Because of pride, man. It's very important we have to put that aside. We got brothers wanting to fight other brothers for something simple as he stepped on my shoe. Or I'm in a parking spot and I ain't moving out of this parking spot. I'm saying, even if it's in front of your building, I ain't moving out of this parking spot because of pride. And I'm from here and I'm from there. Like, brother, what we doing? Pride, man. Got it from me up?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, up.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder.
Ye what?
Ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility.
From when I was a kid coming up. I would never sit here and tell you that every one of the elders is wise. Absolutely not. Are you crazy? When I was a kid coming up, I always take favor into the old. The reason being is because I knew, see how old he is, and gray hair and all that? I knew he have lived longer than me. Even as a kid, I understood that. You know what I'm saying? So I would like him to give me the answers to the test to make it a lot easier for me. I was one of them young cats that came up with older, you know what I'm saying, whether it be older brothers, older cousins. I'm saying came up with uncles that was older. And I was always a young kid running around, hanging out. I was that kid. I always kept my mouth quiet. I'm saying, listen. I'm saying something a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High said, what? Read it again.
Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder.
Submit yourselves unto the elder, man. And I'm not talking about necessarily someone elder than you in age. Even if it's a brother younger than you, I'm saying, brother, you know, I'm saying, yo, like, this nigga been through it, I'm saying. This a wise brother right here. Every man can tell. And what I start with, the meek. Only the meek carry characteristics like that. Only the meek. If there's one thing, I read in the Bible, King Solomon asked for wisdom, right? King Solomon asked for wisdom. This is one thing. I ain't saying I'm King Solomon. It's one thing I'll ask for. It's one thing I would ask for over anything else. I don't want riches. I don't want bitches. I don't want women. You know what I'm saying? I don't want cars, clothes. I don't want any of that. Make me the most humblest brother, I'm saying, that's walking the face of this earth. Give me that and I'll be content. Give me that and I'll be content. Only the meek can carry characteristics like that, man. Because a brother that's meekful, he's able to get out of certain situations. I'm saying he's able to see something coming and able to get away from it. A sister can see something coming and able to get away from it if she's meek. A humble sister. Because of what? The meek is what? The meek is really wise. Imagine that. For you to be a humble man, that's a wise thing. Wrong or right?
That's right.
You have to be wise. Saying, is that enough for me?
I got some more, sir.
Go ahead.
Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For God resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
For Most High do what?
Resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
There's nothing worse than a prideful man. There's nothing worse than a prideful man. Truly, like it's detriment. I work in a slave. If I know anyone know anything about construction, you see men that have years in construction, whether it be carpentry, pipe fitting, steel, I'm saying, no matter what it is, when they have years in and you try to tell them something not, the pride that's on them out. I tell brothers, be careful, like leave them alone. The pride that's on them. Pride that's on them. They know you're right. Right? They know you're right. Let's imagine a man going on a journey across the street. Right, he going the long way. And he say, hey, brother, I know you, we can just go, I'm saying, use that light, man, and go right across the street, right? Man, I ain't trying to hear them. He know you're right. But the pride out. The pride. His pride kill him. A man like that is not wise. Out.
No.
And for me, it's hard to deal out. It's hard to deal with a man like that out. When I'm at slave, that's what I tell him. Like when I'm slaving, I'm famous for like, listen to me. Give me the task and I'll do it on my own. I love to be myself. Give me a task. I like to do. Everyone know about me. I like to work by myself. I'm saying, let me go ahead and do my thing. I'm saying, I put my headphones in, like I put my shit on, like Dre. I'm saying that I have a little earmuffs and shit that block everything on the outside out and keep what's in it. And the whole day I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I'm just working. I like that. That's peace for me. I'm saying, worse, terrible it might sound to other people. That's peace for me. But being with a prideful man and working with a prideful man, it's hard. It's very hard. I'm saying, give me 2 Corinthians 8 and 9. 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 9. Then 2 Corinthians 8 and 9. Today's class is all about the meek. Right? The meek. And why it's so important to be meek? Because Most High said what? The meek shall inherit the earth. I'm saying, and you know what I think too? The reason why a lot of brothers shy away from being the word meek or being a meekful man or meekful woman, a lot of sisters, is because meek is described as being weak today, submissive. Man, give me a definition of meek, right? In fact, I got it. You got a prop? Go ahead. Up.
Definition of meek: quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on. Submissive.
Stop. Read it again.
Quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on.
What's that easily imposed on mean? Go ahead. Up.
It's easy. It's easy to deal with this individual just by saying something to them, to having them go along with what you're doing.
Right. In today's time, what would that be generated as? Look at it from the mindset of today's time. In today's world. Go ahead.
Like to be like a pushover or
a bitch.
What I was gonna say that's like.
I'm saying that's what the word is. Salakia. And then what's the word after that you use?
Submissive.
Say it again.
Submissive.
Say it again.
Submissive.
Submissive. That's why a lot of brothers and sisters do not want to be classified as meek. Because the devil ruled the earth today. To tell you that meek, so to be a meekful woman is you being a submissive woman, right? And a submissive woman is something being terrible. Even though, as a woman, you want to be submissive. That should be your natural character. You want to be a submissive woman. There's nothing more beautiful than a submissive woman. Why? Because you're playing the hand that you're dealt. Right. Women are not made to be this masculine, tough, macho. Come on. You see those women out that, hey, what's up, son? Like you see, look in the East Coast. You go to every time they Brooklyn, Salakia. The last time I was in Brooklyn, the sister like, what's up, B? You a little too like you a little too aggressive for me. Sure, like I can't. You're not my type of B. I'm saying Salakia. The way you got to see the way they talk. I mean, you know what I'm saying, what's up? What's up? Like, yo, chill. I got a sister that from Jersey, Newark, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying, and when she talk, yo, like stop playing with me. Like I'm like, hey, listen. Like she always she has to catch herself. I'm like, listen to me. Like, I know you're talking about other brothers. Do not play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, Salaki.
From what I've seen, some of them brothers out there, they'll call you son. You know how that's just
what's up, son? What's up?
For a woman,
you got a problem, son? What's it?
Come on now.
Like, bitch, I'm sorry. You better stop playing games. Say, no, I'm playing right shit. But so I'm saying that Meek today is described. I'm saying is subjected with being a soft ass nigga, man. Can you imagine a man today to be submissive? When you hear the word a man is submissive, what is that? Why are you here? Being a UPK, being a masculine man, we hear, yo, he's the most submissive man I've ever. Like a woman said, he's the most submissive man I've ever had in my life. He's so sweet. He's so understanding. I'm saying he's so forthgoing. He's whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? I can have whatever I need. What do you think of?
You said being the truth?
Being the truth.
And a
woman saying that about her husband.
God, he effeminate.
He effeminate. Why? Because that when you hear submissive, that's what you think of. So when you tag the word submissive on a Meek now, ain't no real man today. You look at Meek like, man, nigga, I don't want to be Meek. I don't want to be Meek. You know what I'm saying? Only Meek, like niggas know is that Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? And niggas, when they read the word Meek, they're like, man, I wonder why he let game do the way what he doing. You know what I'm saying? That nigga name is Meek. He's submissive. Not knowing that to be a meekful man, it's a wise man. And you cannot call a wise man weak. How do you know you can't call a wise man weak? I'll go back to one of my favorite dogs, man, Salakia. Favorite kings in the Bible. I'm gonna give him that all the title. Favorite kings in the Bible, man. One of my favorite kings, that's King David. That was a meekful man. Look at the situation with Saul, man. He could have been off Saul. Am I wrong or right? He could have been killed King Saul, King Saul. Could have been killed him up. He's a humble man. He's a meekful man, man. You gonna call him weak? You ain't killing the amount of people that King David is responsible for. You ain't got the amount of blood that you have in your hands. You know, 4 or 5 bodies or 6 bodies that you have in your hands. King David had thousands, tens of thousands. Right. So much so, King Saul got in his bitch feelings. I'm saying, damn man started a war in the whole kingdom, huh? And you ain't did more than King David. And that man was the killer. So much so he couldn't build that famous temple, right? Because he had so much blood in his hands. And he was a meekful man. I ain't saying he was perfect. Perfect man we know is Christ, right? But he was a man that's meekful man nonetheless. What up?
He saying what's crazy, because you know what I'm saying, King David, he was that nigga, man. Right? He came up to Saul himself, and while Saul was using the restroom against the wall, David came and cut off a piece of his garment, just to show him, yeah, you had your back turned against me. I could have. He told him, he said, I could have killed you. I ain't trying to kill you. You the king. Man. You get what I'm saying? But like, that's the point, though. That's the type of mind he had. You know what I'm saying?
David was different. Huh? Yeah. He was wise. He was different. Huh? He was a warrior, different. When I tell you, man, when you study King David, he was. You want to talk about a warrior, man of valor? Every time I hear, King David's men of valor, they're some of the strongest warriors. I'm like, nigga, I already knew who I was at. Shit, I'm saying, like, man, you joking, man? Go ahead, up.
Like, sir, going back to what you said about being meek, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, sir, but when I hear meek, I think of a man and a trooper who is a young man or a trooper, an apprentice, someone who's easy to teach because he wants to learn. Mm-hmm. To me, like that, there's no weakness in being an astute student. I think of General Muhammad. He is a good.
What's crazy what you're saying is in today's time, you see a student like that, we consider, man, he is soft ass. This and he ain't no. Can you believe that? Not? A man is willing to be a sponge. He is weak. That's because of the word, because the stigmatization that's on the words meek. Right. Meek today is being described as what? Submissive. Right. So you mean to tell me that young man that's meekful and want to learn and soak up, you look at him as being a bitch? How the world is so backwards, huh? Mm-hmm. Absolutely backwards, man. To be a meekful man should be a righteous thing, man. Mm-hmm. The Most High said what? Once again, only the meek shall inherit the earth. It's very important, man. And let me go off. Let me stop here before I keep going on. In fact, you can hold our 2 Corinthians down, 7 and 13. Give me 13 through 15. 2 Corinthians 7. 2 Corinthians 7, 13 through 15. Mm-hmm. Now, one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. One of my favorite chapters, man. And if you know me, you know. One of my favorite chapters, man. When I feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying, okay, let's get back, you know what I'm saying? Don't go, always have to bring yourself back. It's reading Proverbs. Anyone know, I'm saying that's one of the first book I ever picked up and read in the Bible. It's Proverbs. Mm-hmm. First book I ever picked up. One of the last things my daddy ever left me. The nigga told me, he's like, this I want you to do. This coming from a wicked nigga. He's like, this I want you to do. Book of Proverbs, to start from Proverbs and read through Proverbs. I said, what? He said, Proverbs. I was like, where's that at? What book? Real shit. I was like, what book? Right. And nigga start laughing. He's like, it's out of the Bible. And nigga pick up Proverbs and read out of Proverbs. That's one of the last conversations I had with the nigga. Last conversations I had with the nigga. Proverbs, definitely one of my favorite books. You want to be a man of war, man that carry discipline. Remember the times of old. Pick up Proverbs and show you. You're a woman out there. You want to go through, you want life to be easier for you. Pick up Proverbs. Start reading Proverbs. Proverbs give you the answers of life, how to go through life. In fact, I might do a whole breakdown of this Proverbs, man. I'm saying that's one of my favorite books, man, the book of Proverbs. Go ahead up.
So, like, if I could just put a precept in what you're saying, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Due to the reprobate way and just the upside down way we have of thinking about what meek is and submissiveness is and
Right.
being humble is. The scripture says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil."
Read that again.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil. And we brought that out the other day, right? And how everyone is beating up Meek Mills. I mean, Slockin beating up the baby, right? On the comments that he made. Beating up Lil Boozy and backing the baby in the comments that they made, right? Yet, so they're doing what?
They still having gay pride marches.
Gay pride marches.
Letting Lil Nas X twerk all over.
Don't they have? And they're letting a grown ass man on TV, your children watching. He's dancing on the devil. The jungle justice I would have been brought up.
Yeah.
I promise you, we know how to cure that. I promise you, there's some islands, they know how to cure that. They bring you in that jungle, it's like a maze. You have niggas that live down there that don't even go in there because of fear. What? I ain't going in there. Real killers. I'm not going in there. You not coming out, You mean to? I'm gonna get lost in this bitch. One, I'm gonna when that night sky when the sun goes down, man, go ahead and give it up.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and throw in the towel out. I'm saying it's better. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and throw. If you don't got a phone to call and I'm shopped in this, and you don't got somebody you know on the other side, go ahead out. The amount of jungle justice would have been brought to that out. You know what I'm saying? That is wickedness, man. That they're calling good. That's good in today's world, accepting that. Every one of the radio stations and podcasts out $1 million worth of game. One of my favorite podcasts, right? If anyone knows $1 million worth of games with Gilly the kid and brother by the name of Wallow, right? I like them. Drink Champs. I'm saying, you ever heard of Drink Champs? Where they had Beanie Siegel on the other day. Beans is one of my favorite. I'm saying, I want to talk about man of man. If you like the streets, you know what I'm saying, Beans is one of them cats. Whether you like it or not, like him or not. I'm saying they just had Beans on there, and I'm listening to these brothers up, and even that other one, already the Breakfast Club. I listen to that more so for the news. Breakfast Club is really good on like gossip type news shit. So they bring out, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in the Black Hispanic community. They bring out the important, you know what I'm saying, all that shit. What is it?
Is that Sway, sir?
Nah, Breakfast Club is with like
Envy.
and DJ Envy,
okay.
Charlamagne the God, and
good.
you know what I'm saying, and the other bit, you know what I'm saying, that Eden. Each of those I take something from. And one thing they all have in common, man, he shouldn't have said what he said, man. Why can't they let people be what they want to be, man? If they want to be gay, let them be gay. That's their life. It's not affecting you. You know what I'm saying? Gay people is not affecting you. Let them live their life, man. There's nothing wrong. Let them just go ahead and do you, man. Let them do them. Why you got to speak against it? You mean to tell me you living in America? And the only reason I'm touching on this topic because the brother brought up what? I'm saying they teaching good for evil,
right,
and evil for good, right?
Right.
So in America, they teaching what? They're pushing the homosexuality, pushing homosexuality. America built on itself on freedom of speech. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. So what the baby said wrong, if it's freedom of speech, if we have freedom of speech, don't we have freedom of religion? I'm sure he grew up a Christian. Can he not say the Bible speak against it in Leviticus? So I'm going to speak against it because it's my freedom of religion. Would he not then be right? Based off their constitution?
Right.
Go ahead.
Unless, of course, that constitution was not written with niggas in mind.
Read that. Say it again,
Unless, of course, that constitution was written without niggas in mind.
The brother said, unless that constitution was not written for our people. It wasn't written for us. How you know? Who was in a cotton field picking cotton when that shit was written? Right? Who was picking cotton when that was written? Well, the brother's saying it's so heavy because it was not written for us. How do you know? Give you another example, right? It's the last thing I'm gonna touch on before we move on. Eminem. Who remember the homophobic comments that Eminem made to what's that devil's name?
Jenner?
Eminem gay comments. Slocky. Let me see if I can get it right now. That one devil, man, they brought Eminem out and he was holding hands with him and shit, man. What's that devil's name? The devil man in Hollywood, man. The one, this devil right here, man. This devil right, I don't know if y'all could see it, man. This devil right here. This devil right here. This devil right here, man. What was that devil's name, man? Look, so much so they brought Elton. What? That's it. Elton John. That's his name. I think that's his name. Hold on. Let me get it right now because I want him to get us for Elton John. Yes, Eminem's comment, homophobic comment. Elton John, right? Now, how come they didn't cancel Eminem the way they canceled the baby? And don't say this was a long time ago. Don't forget, this was 2017. Don't forget, this is the cancel culture was alive then. This was nothing but 4 years ago, right? 2000. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say, I mean, forget about it, right? If you listen to Eminem's raps, it's a lot worse than him saying whatever he said about Elton John. He's talking about killing his mama. You know what I'm saying? And,
he a devil.
Yeah,
it's
like,
why? My name is what? My name is who?
Yeah,
this shit was always corny as hell to me. If you out there and you said Eminem is top 5 dead or alive, then you need to die being alive. like fucking Salaki. Okay, I get tight when niggas say that shit. Like, stop. Paul, I'm saying stop being gay.
Right.
No, he is not. Eminem is not even in the top 10, not even the top 25 at all. I'm not saying that because he's white. He's the devil nonetheless, and he would never be in my top 25. But if I'm being honest and being a judge, he's not top 25. My Scarface, all these. Stop playing games, man. Ghostface, stop.
Right.
KRS.
So like, if I could.
Go ahead. You telling me Eminem better than Beans, man? Eminem better than what's that brother's name? Fat
Joe.
No, Fat Joe. That the other one. Big Pun. Eminem better than Big Pun?
Biggie? Don't even.
Biggie? Stop it, man. Eminem's just a white boy that's been pushed by the media. My name is who? My name is what? Slim Shady. When I was little and hearing that shit, I was like, that's my daddy and uncle was like, what is that? Like, go ahead, Op.
If I could, I don't even get upset about it no more because to me it's like Marshall Mathers is not an actual rapper. In order to be rap, just like what it takes to be a devout man, you have to be an Israelite. If you want to be a rapper, you have to be Black, Hispanic, or Native. That's our culture. It's a cultural thing that we do.
That's what they do not understand.
Yeah, he's an imitator.
That's what they do not understand. You cannot give a man credit for speaking on someone else's culture, man. He don't get credit for that. Eminem came out of Detroit, so that helped sold him, right? He came with they said the niggas in Detroit on what? 8 Mile. I'm saying on Detroit. That's where he's from, right? 8 Mile. The movie, yeah. 8 Mile, right? He came up in Detroit. You mean to tell me that? You listen to this man's lyrics. He speak about committing suicide. 90% of his raps is about a woman. He talk about either Mariah Carey, his ex-wife, killing her, tie her up in the car, put her in my trunk, and drive it off a bridge. Like, nigga, what? What are we talking about, man? Like, what are we on? He talking about abusing a woman. Look at Eminem's biggest ops in his rap. His biggest ops are women. Only time Eminem really been against anybody when Ja Rule said something against him and Murder Inc. and them. That's when 50 came and they handled that. 50, Eminem ain't no. Are you serious, man? Eminem ain't shit. This white boy in that damn thing, man. Don't get me started on this Eminem, Mark. So go ahead, Pride. So I wasn't even trying.
No, I was gonna say the same thing you said. You know what I'm saying? He stole what we was rapping. We wasn't rapping about killing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't talking about taking, a whole bottle of ibuprofen and killing ourselves like he rapping about. He rapping about corny white boy stuff.
Corny white boys. Hi, my name is.
Right.
That was one of the most. What?
sir.
I would say one thing I would give him. I'm going to be honest. There's a song he was on with Jay-Z. He killed Jay. He killed Jay in that. But it could be just because he's a white boy and he dunked, and we like, oh my God, because it's so. You know what I'm saying, it's so known for niggas to do that shit. Go ahead, Al.
So like Triple Resign, he had posted. He said, or it's like in the comments, he said, he even said, referring to Eminem, in a song that he makes money off of black music like Elvis Presley.
Say it again.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
give that brother Razan a hand. That brother Razan a hand. That's heavy, because Elvis is no different.
Right.
Elvis was a white man imitating a so-called black man, Well, what did those music producers in Kingston said? I said about the rap game and the music video. He said if we get a white man that can do what the Wailers did, if we get a white man that can do what the Wailers do, we'd be able to make $100. We'd be able to make $1 billion. And sure enough, they got Bob Marley, a white man. I'm saying he was a light skinned, was a white man. Eminem ain't worth a damn thing, man. Eminem ain't nothing, man. Rapping about killing his baby mom, beefing with Mariah Carey, a woman, talking about women. That's all he known for. Eminem ain't been in no real beef. He had stories when Suge Knight came up on the set, him and run for his Uzi and scared. This white boy ain't stop with this Eminem stuff, man. If, like I said before, I'm gonna say you can take me to counseling. Any of you brothers in UPK that have Eminem in your top 5 out. You said Eminem top 5 dead or alive, then I won't say to you. I'm saying, but you know what I want to say, man. You wrong. If you out in the world, you say Eminem's top 5 dead or alive. I won't say it to my brothers, but you need to die. I'm saying you could be dead or alive, then die. Then I'm saying you a damn fool, man. Eminem ain't a damn thing. Yeah, Kabbalah, you get me started on the Eminem stuff. You should have brought him up. You know what I'm saying, but going on a topic of the baby, man, they didn't cancel Eminem that way, huh? They didn't cancel Eminem half that. It's so much so Eminem is still making those comments. He made those comments after they accept him again. He made his comments again, and they still accept him. Meaning what? The comments are just for. It was written for just for you. You can't say it, nigga.
Right. It's a lot, sir. If I could.
Go ahead.
Our people truly don't understand it. Like what I just said, I meant like Eminem literally is not a rapper. If you like our people, when we started with soul and the soul singing, when we were on the plantation, devils were never on the plantation for them to have a music style that evolved into blues, and then evolved into rhythm and blues, and then evolved into hip hop, and then rap and gangster rap and trap and drill. He literally is outside of the brackets of our culture, meaning all of the things that he does, Caucasians recognize he is the imitation crab of rap.
That's all it is.
That's it. We're the ones that like 50 have been promoting, and some of these other gay rappers have been promoting. Oh, he's one of the best to ever do it. No, he's whatever he's doing, he's one of the best of them to do what he's doing, being imitation crab meat.
Right. Give me 2 Corinthians 7 and 13.
I got you,
13 to 15.
Let
me get to go ahead.
I know you had before you called that. You had called 2 Corinthians 8-9. I don't know if you want to still get
that. He read it already. You read it already? You read it already? Yeah, he read it. You read it already. Okay. Give me 2 Corinthians. You read 2 Corinthians 8-9, right? Yeah, we read that.
Hold up. Sir. I remember 7 and 13, sir.
He didn't read 8-9.
However you want it, sir.
Oh, yeah, give me 8-9. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 8, verse 9. For ye know that the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, that though he was rich, yet for our sakes he became poor.
For our sake, he became what?
Poor.
He was rich and became what?
Poor.
He became poor. What does that tell you, man? The king of all kings. Let me ask you this. What rich was Christ? Was Christ the rich? Like, he had a lot of money? Go ahead.
Slovakia, sir. He had a solid gold belt of UFAS. He absolutely had the capability to be filthy rich.
Absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
Brother,
exactly what I was looking for.
But
absolutely.
Like General Yohana, for our sakes, he is poor.
He lived like a poor man. That's why the Bible says what? It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. My God, I remember when I first heard of that. You know what I thought of? If anyone that know me from out in the world, you know what I'm saying right here is heavy. If you know, we could have had it. We could have been rich. We could have been rich and had it, right? Because why? We got family members that's rich and they had it. But we kept certain disciplines and morals to ourselves. Facts. And when I hear that out, it always takes me back to that out. I dodged a bullet out. Oh my God, I dodged a bullet out. Let's imagine the life that we've lived, man. And how we have to humble ourselves, the bullets that we didn't dodge out. We could have been living like that. In the worst way. Who knows if we'd still be alive right now, but we could have had that out. We could have had that. You know what I'm saying? Not you or me. That's you up. But we could, you know what I'm saying? But what? The Most High didn't want that for us, man. The Most High didn't want that for me. That's why I'm here. Because I cannot imagine like having them money, seeing them brothers with all that money out, seeing the baby, seeing all these podcast guys in here. They're making $25,000 per podcast. I mean, an hour and a half they sitting there and make $25,000. Not to mention the endorsements they get and certain shit. You know what I'm saying? They clothing that they money and shit they pushing, probably making like easy 35, 40,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? Or a week or whatnot. They making 45,000 a week, Slovakia. Easy. Now you making that type of money, man. How you then gonna give all that up to come back and be me? Come to ISUPK and pick up after brothers, man, and share out food. Con on one con. They ain't finna do that. You know how hard this to do that? So we dodged a bullet, Doc. Because even with all that money, I'm sitting here in some of the trauma and the pain that these brothers and sisters are still going through. You thought all that money was going to take you out of captivity. You'll be able to live happy now. Peace. There's nothing more than a peace of mind, right? A lot of them don't have health. A lot of them have $100 million. And their health is there in danger. High blood pressure. I'm saying? I have all type of diseases, Doc. I have all the money in the world. It's not worth it, Doc. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. Only the meek shall inherit the earth. Christ gave all that up to come and live amongst us. So who the hell is you? You have something you want to say?
Sir, Slocky, sir, if I could. This scripture is so heavy because like this 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 9, like this is commanded generally honor. And like if you do research on the brother, you know, and there's just a little bit more in the scripture. If I
Go ahead.
It says that ye through his poverty might be rich. And like
hear that again. Read that again, like loud and strong for them up.
That ye through his poverty might be rich.
That ye through his poverty might be rich. My God. Go ahead.
Now, if you look at the family of the UPK and how many of us there are, not that there's a whole bunch, but and what we do and what we're actually invested in, we are invested in what our father is invested in.
Right.
And what he did is literally what the king did. And it's such a beautiful thing because it shows what a leader really has to do and what is really becoming of a leader. LeBron James isn't going broke for his people.
No, they're not willing to make that risk. Go ahead.
Like you, sir.
So like if I could, right? It's no secret that Commander Juliana is about to start paying salaries to all of his men and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? For whatsoever amount of work that they do. Now this brother just brought out what was before that. Before he was paying salaries to us. Right. You get what I'm saying? He was already going broke for us. Now he's taking it a step further and being even more like this scripture, becoming even more poor, so that way we can be rich. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's just once again like
it's heavy, it's absolutely heavy. You know what I'm saying it's absolutely. I don't know if we're supposed to bring that out, but it's absolutely heavy. That's out. It's out there. Okay, all right. It's absolutely heavy. I mean to tell me a man with so much is willing to give away out. Let me ask you this: I seen out in the world. I was living out in the world. How much niggas you know that'll make $1 million up? That'd be willing to give away just 100,000. Not many, Not many, at all. At all. Niggas that make $1 million are not willing to give away 50,000, Let me show you how wicked men and women is today, right? How much in our lust we are today. You see, to give you 50,000 to buy food, clothes, and to take and to feed the people, that they would not do. But you see these ballers up, they'll go in a strip club up and they'll drop 100,000 with nothing up. Do you hear stories about these so-called ballers, man, going in the strip club, 150,000, 200,000, drop 200,000 in the strip club up. I won't even give 50,000 to go help build water in Flint, Michigan today. Flint still unclean water today. These niggas will take their resources, go way over to India, them stinking, disgusting Indians that smell like piss and shit. Facts. Right. You ever walk past an Indian? This bitch talking about she don't want deodorant because it's unnatural. Bitch, your smell is unnatural. Ain't no woman should smell like that. I walked past her, I couldn't believe it. I started coughing. I'm like, am I getting sick? Niggas started. Your smell is unnatural. But they'll go over to give to them stinking Indians. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't worth a damn thing, because to hell with them too. I like them Indians, I'm saying to hell with them too. They'll give it to them before they go over to Flint, Michigan and feed their own people. That's how wicked niggas is, That crab in the bucket that Akim brought out earlier, that's how wicked Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans is. Nigga would rather throw it in the trash, and if you go get it, they'll arrest you. That's what we learned from the white man, because why? We envy our oppressor. We want to be like him. And since he ate us, we ate our own. Instead of helping her sister out, she'd rather throw it in the trash rather than give it to another Hispanic woman. Rather give it to another Black woman. Give it to another Native American woman. And if that Native American woman go in the trash and try to get it out, bitch, that's mine. Give it to me. You just threw it in the trash. That's the people that we live under, that we live with. Brock, you have something you want to say?
No, you actually covered it with the
I'm saying, are you crazy, man? Are you crazy? That's the people that we live with. That's who we are. We've been 400 years plus in captivity here in America. That's who we have become. Absolutely no love for our own. Today's time niggas will make. I say that. Niggas will bring $1,000 in. How much is 10% of 1,000? $100. Niggas won't give that. Won't give that as ties. Niggas won't give that as ties. But you know what niggas will do? Niggas will go out to eat, right? Pay for their food, steak, drinks, right? Appetizer, dessert, tip their waitress, all come out to what? That same amount, Damn right. Buy clothes, buy certain essential things that they want. You don't have to be, it's not even essential. They don't even need it, but they'll buy it for the same amount. That's the people we are. Go ahead.
So like if I could, right? The average, like the way the society wants you to tip is 20%.
Right.
So you're gonna give 20% to your waiter, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? That, they make like $2 an hour, something crazy like that. But if you're gonna do that, you should definitely appreciate the fact that the Lord is only asking 10%.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He's only asking 10%. And us in the ISUPK, we don't hound people to do. If a brother don't pay his tithes, I'm gonna kick him out of the school for it.
Let me say this out.
It's a law. All right.
On the conversation of tipping, right? We can go out to eat and tip out. First off, America lived on the illusion that America work off captivity out. 85%, 90% of the people out in America that live here out truly live in fear out. And the reason why I say 90% out, because it's a very small few. After this, I'm just throwing out the 1%, just so you know what I'm saying. I live under fear. Before I came into the truth, how I was living truly, that's living in fear out. If I came into ISUPK. To be honest with you, I give us that 10% out. If I can see even about 1%, we're the 1%, 0.5, 0.2, 0.1%. Fuck, I'm saying 99.9% of them live in fear out. The reason why I say that out, do you know vast majority of people do not want to tip out? But why do they tip? Fear. Fear of what?
Loss of face.
Loss of face. First off, I don't care for tipping out. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't care for tipping. And I'll sit right there, not tip you, sit right there and finish my drink because I'm like that. And like I don't care. Like she could be bad as whatever. Like he could first off, I don't believe in men even serving me.
Nah, yeah.
I like when it's a woman that serves me first off. I'm saying that's just me. I ain't saying it was unlawful. It's not like I mean, so it's not that men haven't really. I'm just saying I'm not for it. I think that's a woman. Men should be in the back, washing dishes and cooking. A woman should be serving. That's my thing. That's how I see it should be. But nonetheless, if it's Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indians, a lot of them sisters are not being tipped. So what I do is I tip them. That's just the brotherhood of me. I'm saying that's just a soldier in me. Me being a brother, that's just in me. I tip Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. That's a fact. I only tip Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians out. If it's a white girl and she served me like or something, not. Hey, I'll sit there and I'll sign big ass zero on it with a check sign and take up the whole thing. Like I'll sit right there, finish my drink. She's seen it and everything. They clean in the line. Hey, nigga, that's just how I should go. You know what I'm saying, and that's just me. I'm not trying to be. I'm not tipping any heathens out because my own needed enough. Like I'm not tipping any heathens, and I'm not ashamed of it. Absolutely not ashamed of it. But you mean to tell me that you live in a world where you live in constant fear? Nigga, the money that you working for and making from them, you not feel guilty to have to give it back to them? Why did I say give it back to them? Because the money that you tipping these people, that's really you paying these people's bills. Mm-hmm. Something the restaurants should be doing. You know how much money these restaurants make, man? You mean to tell me you paying this woman $2 an hour? $2 an hour you paying her. And she live off tips. You want me to pay for it, not only my food, pay for you having your worker in this restaurant. So all essential, I'm paying for your employees. Do I look like a sucker to you? Only reason why I tip Black, Hispanic, and Native American women because it's a soldier in me. If I understand that, I know they're not getting them. White people out really not paying them. They're not tipping them. So I gotta take care of my own. I gotta take care of this sister. I know she home with a couple of kids, her husband, you know what I'm saying, it ran out of her. Her husband is there, you know what I'm saying, playing video games, and he having a hard time going through what he going through. You know what I'm saying, I'm helping not only, I'm really helping this brother. So I that's just a soldier in me. So I'm gonna tip her. Ain't no white woman can ever get a damn dollar from me. And I'm taking that to the kill me. I'm taking that to all the way out. They ain't getting a dollar from me. And I don't feel guilty about a damn thing. The white woman is a dog to me. She should be on her knees and kissing my feet, my wife's feet, and tell my wife how beautiful she is. You know what I'm saying? Doing her, that's what she should be doing. Playing with them. See, you and start something else in this tipping shit. I lock you. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? While I'm the instigator. Yeah, I'm really trying. He's trying to get me kicked off. You know what I'm saying? You nigga really not to get me started with this shit. I was really not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You mentioned that tipping shit out. 20%. You want me to tip 20%. So if I'm going, what's $50? I was $50 you go out to eat. What's 20% of $50? Seven something. 8, right? 8. You want me to tip? You mean to tell me you want me to give damn near $10 to a white woman? The only tip I can give her is next time, make sure you give me my drinks. I'm saying you have enough ice in it. I'm saying, or give me $10. I'm saying, yeah, I knew it was about. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew it was about. That's why I said 10. That's why I said 10. I knew it was something close to. I'm saying $10, right? What I say, 50? I said 20%.
20% of 50 is 10.
10. Yeah, it is 10. Yeah.
I'm
I'm good. Shut up. I just read the water I'm drinking. Now you go ahead and throw some more in there. You know what I'm saying, but you want me to give $10 now. So in all essence, you're asking to pay $60. I'm paying for her. I'm paying for you to have her working here. I want everyone to see how America's set up. They find a way to make you feel guilty for not tipping. I'm saying, before I get off the subject up, there was a sister. I'm gonna let you go out. There was a sister, right? Or at least I thought she was a sister, right? You ever heard they say about Israel? You can tell Israel because Israel is what? Solve the earth, right? Our people solve the earth. When I see a light-skinned sister, I could tell if her daddy is black or her mama is. I could tell. I could tell. The reason why I say that, last time I went out to eat, right? There was who I thought was a sister, right? She came over and she talking. I'm like, yo, I usually know women, our sisters carry a certain aura about them. They act a certain way. She didn't give me any of that feel. I cannot describe it. There's certain feeling that men and women give me out where I know it's not what it is. A certain feel. It's hard to really get it by my eye out. So she didn't give me that feel. So I said to her, let me ask you a question. Where you from? She asked me, tell me where she's from and shit. I said, well, what's your mom and father? She said her mom and father is black. She's black and white, her ethnicity. Now, when I said it to her, I didn't say anything else, knowing she would come back and ask me why. The eyes always give away. So she came back and asked me, I'm saying, why? You mind me asking? You know what I'm saying? You know, a mixed race, so-called mixed race kids, a lot of them be, you know what I'm saying? Why you know what I'm saying? Why? She said, so I said, oh, nah. The reason I'm asking is because, like, you have, like, a little exotic, I'm buffing her up, but you got an exotic look about you. You know what I'm saying? Your hair, you got that good Indian girl, you know what I'm saying? Your nails, you know what I'm saying? That shit looks good. It's not really done, you know what I'm saying? But it's clean. She said, oh, really? Oh, yeah. And she, right away, that slang come out. You know what I'm saying? The so-called black has come out of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga. She ain't got to hide it from me. Right? But I know she put it on the front. So I said, like, what's your mom and dad? They might be asking. She said, oh, my mom is black. My dad is white. Bitch, I knew it. I knew it. Guess what she got out tip for me? A big zero. Absolutely. You know what she's saying in her head? But he was like flirting with me. He was talking. Like, I don't get it. What an asshole. He was like, I really thought I know. Odom, bitch, I got you. Like yes. You know what I'm saying? Like it. No, I don't tip heathens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, go ahead. We're gonna drop that. Go ahead.
As it pertains to tipping, sir, only tip I give is when I leave, I just let them know, like, you know, just a tip. Next time I come, just make sure that even if you're the server from my table, you send a black, Hispanic, and Native woman in your place, and then ask her if you could have a portion of the tip I give her. Just a tip. Salami, sir.
Come on. Hey, most like Christ. Like, hey, give me 1 Peter 3:8 out.
1 Peter 3:8.
1 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. Try to get through a couple more, man. Man, time really. 1 Peter 3:8.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Finally, be ye all of what?
One mind.
What?
One mind.
Go ahead.
Having compassion one of another.
Mm-hmm.
Love as brethren.
Love is what?
Brethren.
Is what?
Brethren.
Go ahead.
Be pitiful. Be courteous.
Be what?
Courteous.
So what word before that?
Pitiful.
Pitiful. What's pitiful? I'm saying, go ahead.
To pity one another.
But have some mind. You know what to pity someone mean? Well, how do you pity someone? Go ahead.
To be empathetic. To feel what they feel for a damn minute.
And feel what they have mercy on each other, man.
Right.
Only something the meek can carry, I said before. The reason why a white man cannot have any mercy on you or pity for you, because he's not a meekful man. You ever heard of saying, white people say what? Oh, man, why can't they win with grace? Black people, they have a touchdown. They want to dance and celebrate. He has no grace. He a showboat. Terrell Owens is a big mouth showboat and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's more ungraceful than the so-called white man?
Mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me you killed off many Native American Indians who you invite to a dinner? May I tell you, then you make a whole high holiday on that same day, about that same killing that you did on them, huh? That's mercy. You have a whole holiday to celebrate the killing of them. That's that's grace. That's you winning with grace. You mean to tell me all the people, our people that came, that died in that ocean coming over here in slavery, right? And the amount of lynching and murder you did to us. You mean to tell me that you cannot give us clean water to drink? That's winning with grace? That's what we say the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Right.
He's a deceiver because he in this world, he painting you as you the one that's unrighteous. You want a big mouth. They say what? Black man, nigga's big mouth, man. Who have a bigger mouth than a so-called white man? You ever heard of a man by the name of Adolf Hitler? Huh? Hitler talked every chance he could get. Huh? Hitler was always rambling on. Huh? Every chance he get, he was talking. You ever heard of a man by the name of Donald Trump? You know what brought Trump down? Huh? His mouth. Trump mouth brought him down because none of the shit that Trump was talking about, he actually did. Obama did more damage to the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians than Trump did. But Trump mouth brought him down. Whereas Obama kept his mouth shut up. Who's talked more than the so-called white man? Who's stolen more than the so-called white man? Who's raped more than the so-called white man? But yet still he live in a world where he paint you as the bad man. He paint you as what should be feared. Should be disgraceful. Lack of meek is he paint us. And him is the most meekful man in this world that we live. The most I said, what? Read it again.
Finally, be ye all of one mind, having compassion one of another. Love as brethren. Be pitiful. Be courteous. Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing.
Right.
But contrawise, blessing.
Blessings, man. That's how you want to be. That's the only. Can you imagine if we all was like that to each other? You ever heard the saying, pass it forward, pass it on, or pay it forward? Do you know how much people I see sometimes, like when I see black people out and I'm in traffic, I come off the freeway and they have a little white man and or a white woman and she hunched over and she have a sign up and she have a dog next to her. Hungry and homeless or an ex-veteran or something like. And I see black people stop and give them money. You know what I say? I said, man, she got to be rich. She got to be rich. And the reason why I said she got to be rich, for your people to be living in the captivity they living in, and for you to be giving money to your enemies, my God, man, you got a lot of money, sis. Or brother, you got a lot of money. You mean to tell me you don't got a family member that can use that money? I can't tell you the countless family out that I talked to my brother today. I'm saying me and my brother I talked to my brother today. I can't. What if you know? I'm saying half of what them niggas going through. Real slumlord shit. Dodging it with real shit. I'm saying real shit. And I can't fathom that lot. You know what I'm saying? It's still like, imagine if we all passed it forward. I can take care of each other like that. I'm trying to help out as much as I can. Not to mention my responsibilities that I have here because I'm a poor man here. A poor man, I still want to give. I ain't got nothing left at the end of the day. So much so today, if everything was reneged on me today, I ain't got shit up. I got 2 kids and a wife. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers here. I'm still like reaching. You get what I'm trying to say? Got a damn thing. I tell you, I ain't got a damn thing. I'm saying with all the skills and so, I ain't got a damn thing. As hard as I work, I ain't got a damn thing. Now you want to tell me, I keep going back to it over and over. You want to tell me now, I should be proud to wake up every single day and come on your plantation. And you want me to come and smile. Can you imagine that? 12-hour days. You imagine when the winter come around, You going into work with the sun down, and you coming home with the sun down. Huh? What kind of life is that? Huh?
Yes.
I'd rather be living as a poor. You know what I'm saying in my head? I'd rather be living as a poor man. I'm saying little I have. Huh? Don't feel guilty about a damn thing. You don't want to be on this plantation. You a man. You have it blessed. Huh? Hey, man, that's what I'm working off right now, to get the hell up out of here. That's what I'm working on right now as we speak, to get the hell up out of here, man. Exactly what I'm working on right now as we speak. I ain't got too long there. I'm done. Crazy, man. Man, I'm done. No, hell no. I rather work for the Most High.
That's right.
Because I know at least he's compassionate. He's merciful. You're a damn fool you run into that shit out. Damn for Salaki. He's a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Keep going on after me, man.
Not rendering evil for evil or railing for railing, but contrariwise blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called.
Right.
That ye should inherit a blessing.
You should inherit a blessing. That's what comes with being meek. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I said before, you want to start all over. You know what I'm saying? You want to start from a low man and start to build yourself up. Go to the book of Proverbs. Start from Proverbs 1:1. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 1. I'm saying read the first book of Proverbs. You're a woman out there, you want to start over, start building that spirit up again. Start from Proverbs. Start from there. You know what I'm saying? Give you what my daddy gave me. Start from Proverbs, man. Give me 2 Corinthians out. Go back to 2 Corinthians for me out. Give me 7 and 14. And then hold 1 Peter 3 and 3 for me. If I give me 3 and 4. Give me the one 2 Corinthians first. 2 Corinthians 7 and 14. You know what I'm saying? 2 Corinthians 7 and 14.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 14. For if I have boasted anything to him of you, I am not ashamed. But as we spake all these things to you in truth, even so our boasting, which I made before Titus, is found a truth.
And finding what?
A truth.
And finding truth. All right? You're going for me out.
And his inward affection is more abundant toward you, whilst he remembereth the obedience of you all.
The what?
The obedience.
The what?
Obedience.
Obedience. That's the characteristics of a meek man. A man that's meekful, man, is obedient, man. I know you're looking at it as what? Weak. Only a foolish man would see that. Because I go back to Proverbs. Proverbs said one of the strongest scripture in the whole Bible to me. I'm saying, I'm paraphrasing. The beginning of wisdom is what? Fear is the beginning of wisdom. I'm saying, fearing God is the beginning of wisdom. Fearing the Most High. Fear. Because Most High have earned that. He have killed enough to earn that. He have done enough to earn that. The little shit you do in the street, instead of the reputation that you feel like, you know what, I've earned the reputation for you not to play with me like this. You mean to tell me you jump me? You jump me and allow me to get away. Anyone that comes from the streets know this. See, when you have a killer, man, a man that you know is a killer. I'm going to say it again. He's a killer, right? A dangerous man. You don't go jump that man. Let that man get back up. Jump him and then what? Next day, are you crazy, man? Are you foolish? You don't do that to a man like that. He's a killer, He will kill you. You know what I'm saying? He will kill you. He have earned that respect for you not to jump him up. Only a foolish man would jump a killer up. If you're from there, you know what I'm talking about. Only a foolish man. You don't do that. You're a perfect example. Tupac. Tupac jumped who? That brother in the Mike Tyson fight, the night that Tupac died. Don't forget. Tupac, you see the tape. Tupac walking through the MGM Grand, and I'm saying that famous walk that he doing this shit, walking to MGM. They just jumped somebody. Him and the Bloods jump. I want to say it was a Crip or some shit like that. You can believe what that conspiracy theory, what the hell you want to believe about. Tupac got killed on some street shit. And you can take the conspiracy, all that bullshit out of it out. Tupac Shakur got killed on some street shit out. That's what he got killed from. Because if you from that, and you know how the rules go and shit, you know that the history and the man that he jumped up. When you go look at that man's background up, I lived out in California and hear the stories on that man that he jumped. He jumped a killer up, Baby Lane up. That young, yeah, all the old cats talking about him saying, them guys around Tupac didn't love him. They should have stopped him. Let the homies jump. That man right there, you don't do that with that man. If Tupac be the first one to go hit him, you see they start getting me, jumping him, kicking him in his face. He's a killer, up. You don't do that to him. When you move on him on some wicked shit, if we're talking about some shit, you move on him up, you do it to him up. You don't get a chance to come back. You jump him, allow him to get up, recuperate, go back to his hotel, go back to his car with his homies in them, and then kill you? He made a grave mistake. The Most High have earned the respect. He have killed enough and have earned the respect, earned your respect, and to not play him like that. As he's some kind of toy to be played with. He will kill you. But being Israelites, we know what? Every now and then, just like any good baby, and another reminder, a smack on the ass. Don't do that. It's like a child. I got a son. I know. I tell him things and he good. He good for a good day. I'm saying a good 2 days and he forget. I go tell him again. He might forget. I go tell him again. He might forget. But I smack that ass like he run to his mama, all type of shit like he remembered. So that now when he go touch it again, now the nigga last time the nigga, cause he, you know what I'm saying? That's what that smack is for, huh? Don't spare the rod and spoil the child. You can do it to your sons if you want, especially boys. Go ahead. Be stupid if you want. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Be stupid if you want. I'm saying little girls can't even carry certain things. Don't discipline her when she's young. Go ahead. I'm saying your son running wild and shit. Go ahead. Thinking when the time he get 10, 20 years old, you're going to be able to control him. You can't have control him when he's 5 years old. You can't have control her when she's 3, 4 years old. Well, you can control her when she's 20 years old now, right? I'm saying you're older now. I'm saying she's starting to pop out every which way now. But you're going to be able to control her then. Because you're a foolish man with no type of meekness. Life is not a game. Most have earned that respect for you to fear him. You should fear him. He have earned that. If we're talking on some like killing shit, he have earned that. He have earned that respect because he have done enough. That's what this is talking about here. Read that again now. That last part again.
I went to the book of Peter for a second, sir.
No sweat.
And his inward affection is more abundant toward you, whilst he remembereth the obedience of you all, how with fear and trembling ye received him.
How with what?
Fear and trembling.
Fear and with trembling. Go ahead.
Ye received him.
Right. Keep going up.
I rejoice, therefore, that I have confidence in you all things.
Keep going.
Chapter 8. Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit of the grace of God bestowed on the churches of Macedonia, how that in a great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy and their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberality.
The great what? Read that again from the top up.
How that in a great trial of affliction.
Of what?
Great trial of affliction.
Great trial of affliction. Go ahead. What's affliction?
It's like troubles.
Troubles. I'm saying hardship. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The abundance of their joy and their deep poverty abounded unto the riches of their liberality.
That's what the Most High can do to you, man. So he have earned that, man. He can kill you. I'm saying, or he can put you in a scenario where there ain't no coming back from. You ever heard us call like, man, you're saying, man, he's the living dead. He's living, but he's dead. I'm saying? I can't imagine what those people living through that what's called, they have a disability up, and I need people to take care of those kids that need a disability coming up out. When I see them out, niggas laughing around talking about like dead people and this, man, the dead got it better than them out. I'm saying? It you just imagine that for a second, man. I'm saying, let's imagine that for a second. What amount of wicked people could be taking care of the wickedness that's happening to them, huh? Can you imagine that? All these retirement homes or old people homes and shit that they hear the stories are going on with Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans in there. That's why there's an old saying I go wolf, huh? Like wolf love. Wolf stand for what? I mean, like in the East Coast here, a lot of people, you mention wolf and shit. They, like, we only love family. That's what wolf stand for. We take care of our own. I'm saying we need to come back to that, man. Come back to that where we take care of our aging, man. Just like when we were young, they took care of us. How the hell now he older now? The same nigga took care of you when you was young. You now put him in a home. Only white people do that, man. Selfish and wickedness, man. Only they do that. Lack of meat, man. They want to go out and live their life. Let them do that. We take care of our own. That's absolute wickedness, Ak. Absolute wickedness, man. Person that took care of your whole life, you would then take them up with them in a home. Many of our people can't even do that. Show you how wicked the white man is. Show you how wicked he is. What's that famous producer's name before we move on? What's his name? No, that famous white producer, man. They wear the glasses, nerdy ass.
You talking about a music producer or a movie?
Movie producer.
Stephen King.
Stephen King. Is that his Stephen King?
Is it George Lucas?
Stephen King producer?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he.
I'm talking about
Steven Spielberg. That's his name. Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Let me show you what this is. This is the characteristics of white people, and hear this out. Steven Spielberg. Right? Steven Spielberg have a mother. It just came out this week, right? His mother, I want to make sure I get it right. Give me a second. I'm going to close out of class in a minute. I want to make sure I get this right, though.
Read it if you like, sir.
Go ahead.
If you
read second Proverbs to me. Now read Peterson.
So I got First Peter, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're at chapter 3.
Are you asking or telling me?
I got it.
First Peter's 3 through 4.
It's the book of First Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit,
Right.
which is in the sight of God of great price.
Which is read that last part again.
Which is in the sight
Above that.
But let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible.
Not what?
Not corruptible.
Not what?
Not corruptible.
Not corruptible. That's a meek man, right? Go ahead.
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of God of great price. For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands.
I'm saying, being that was 1 Peter's 3 and 3.
Yes, sir. Through 5.
Through 5. Okay, most on Christ. Read 4 again for me.
Verse Verse
We'll
4.
move on. I want to jump into this last story, man, to show you how the so-called white man lacked any type of meekness. Right? Go ahead up. Read 3 and 4 from me again. Slacky, 3 and 4.
Yes, sir. Verse 3. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is
Meek and what?
Meek and quiet.
Meek and what?
Quiet.
That's that's another characteristic that a meek man carry. They know where to hold their tongue. They're all right. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Which is in the sight of God of great price.
The sight of God in great price, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
For after this manner, in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in God, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord.
We could drop that out. I'm saying we're gonna jump into. Let me show you an example of how wicked the so-called white man is. I'm gonna send you this video. I think I can do it up. Turn this TV on for me up. I want to jump into one last story up. You're gonna go on YouTube. Who know who Quentin Tarantino is? Quentin Tarantino, everybody know God, no sweat. Let me give you the characteristics of a so-called white man before we close the class out. How he lack any type of meekness.
You gonna cast it?
Yeah, I'm a cast it.
Yeah, there you go right there.
This is what the story that came out on the Breakfast Club, right? Quentin Tarantino. I want you to listen to this. That's so for on this show. I really like the stories that they bring out, right? Certain topics. Here it is.
So Quentin Tarantino was on the Moment with Brian Koppelman podcast. You know, Brian Koppelman is one of the co-creators of Billions. And he revealed that he vowed that he would never give any of the money that he's made as a filmmaker to his mother. Here is the story about what happened when he was young and in school.
Yeah, she said. And by the way, this little writing career, all right, with the finger quotes, this little writing career that you're doing, that is over. And when she said that to me in that sarcastic way, I was in my head, when I become a successful writer, you will never see penny one from my success. There'll be no house for you. There's no vacation for you, no Elvis Cadillac for mommy. You get nothing.
Can I, you know, I don't want to make this racial.
So he said, so this brother right here said, I will make this racial. Why is he saying that?
Sloppy, sir.
Go ahead.
Sloppy, sir. Because he knows this is not our character.
That is not our character. That's a brother. Slacky, he's a Judite. Slacky, I keep calling him, everybody keep calling him damn booty. He's actually a Judite, but he even gets to make fun of him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Brother's a little light skin, you know what I'm saying? He's a brother, he's fair skin, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying, let him finish.
Okay.
Right? That seems like some real white boyish, some white privilege.
So we can touch, that's it on that. So for time's sake, I'm gonna give the rest of the story. So Quentin Tarantino got in trouble when he was young. His teachers are saying that he's not turning in his assignments, right? So he's not doing his assignments. All they're doing on his paper, on his papers that they catch him doing is he's writing plays, right? He's young, he's writing plays. He's not doing any of his work assignments, not math or short. He wasn't doing anything. So his mother's saying, listen, this writing career that you say you want to do, all that's put to the side, you know what I'm saying, since you're not doing your work at school. Do you know what he took? He hold that same vendetta against his mama. She's not, Quentin Tarantino is how old now? 60-something? His mom is an 80-something-year-old woman. Guess what his mom is doing? He still have his mom living off her retirement, check the check, the little money she's making. All because of comments she made when he was younger. You mean to tell me that? What about she clothing you, feeding you, protecting you? What about the work that she done taking care of you? That's why we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He hold that vendetta against his mom, who was trying to check the hell out of him, which she was right to. She was right to check the hell out of him. Am I wrong or right, Parag? She was feeding him, Man said his daddy was working 24/7. His mom was the one that was cooking and putting food on his table for him, buying his clothes, washing his dirty drawers, cleaning the house. He allowed her to the age of 80 working, cleaning people's house. That's the white man. Go ahead, Prop. You want to talk about Meek? Go ahead.
It's like, if I could, that's a devil, and the way that you know that's a devil is because that's a 60-year-old grown man, and he has not forgotten about what his mother said to him when he was a child. But I can guarantee you this: if he heard an ISUPK camp speaking, he would say, "Y'all should forget about slavery." That's because once again, because the white man's the devil, but also because he's not the Meek, so he's not the one that's going to be able to inherit the earth. The earth is going to be.
A man like that cannot inherit the earth. He would destroy this earth. With him comes homosexuality, the end of life. Come on, wrong or right, Go ahead, Go ahead.
What you saying is so heavy, sir. It is so right. That right there, that is not Meek. That is absolutely. And what the brother said, that really does sound like some white boy. And if I could, sir, while it's a demonstration of the lack of pity and compassion, even for their own, he deserves it. He deserved for his mother to say that to him, and his mother deserves it because of what they did.
She raised a devil. That's why. She come from devils, raised a devil, and she's a devil herself.
That's right.
White man, woman, and child is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So she deserved every bit of it. By using this as an example to show you, even to his own mother, the white man is like this. You don't have to take. Let me look at Quentin Tarantino's network. Are you serious, Disconnect from that's enough of that. I'm saying we're gonna pull up Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino's, right?
Mm-hmm.
As people love to go to net worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess how much his net worth is? Quentin Tarantino's worth over $120 million. And you mean to tell me that with all the movies that he get and royalties he's getting from that movie, when they said it's worth $120 million, doesn't mean he has $120 million and he's burning through it every day. He's still getting you understand? Still getting royalties. You mean to tell me that you can't get the little royalties you're getting, little $15,000 a month, whatever it is you're getting to your mama? You is a wicked, disgusting. I mean, you want me to trust in that? You want Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians to trust in that?
Right.
That's why trusting in the Most High is the only way out. Coming to the ISUPK and being under command of Jerry Yana is the only way out. It's our last hope. Being a meekful man is our last hope. We have to get back to our ground and the discipline that we have. The discipline that we had. I'll never forget a certain period of time when I was living with my mother. I was a disciplined child. I was adult. We was running around. You know what I'm saying? I'll say disciplined in the sense that my father was running around doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? And I had to leave Kingston, got in a little trouble. I had to leave Kingston, you know what I'm saying? Amsterdam and Europe, running around in Europe and shit, man. And you know what I'm saying? A year, I never knew. I didn't met my father till I was 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? 10. I don't remember. 11, to be safe. 11, 12. I don't know what. So I met him. Right? My mother was taking care of shit up. Right? That woman will leave me to take care of certain shit up. I had an older brother, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was in the street, huh? You know how it go. But she knew, even as a kid, you know what child would carry on your legacy. Every father know. You know, you taking care of them kids, you know what child, okay, he's going to be this. I'm saying he has certain characteristics of this, and this. This other one, he has this, and this, and this. She knew that, okay, this one got a little, you know what I'm saying? She will leave me in, and can you take care of this for me? I want you to clean this by the time I get on. I was a good kid. I want to make my mom proud of me. I love my mama. Love the hell out of my mama. Even though we know she wasn't nice as her. You know what I'm saying? She looked nice. I try everything to make that woman, you know what I'm saying? But it is what we know, right? But I would never treat my mom like that. I would never treat my mom. You know how wicked that is, huh? Take the worst mama it could be to a Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, huh? And them white boys ain't got mamas as worse as we got, huh? And we would never do it. Hearing that brother, that light-skinned brother, he would probably tell you, my mom was not that nice to me, huh? But I would never do that to her, huh? Everybody's coming up. This wicked, disgusting devil, have his mama still living in that little house, I'm sure. Like they were gonna go into it, Go ahead, Parag. I don't know what else to say.
You kind of already said it. I was just gonna say, even sometimes us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we come up with mothers that are damn monsters that have kicked our fathers out of the house. And a lot of rappers would tell you when they get them $1 million checks, even though my mother was terrible to me as a child, that's my mom. She gets a house.
She get a house.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's our spirit because
we are the meek. We're the meek. You have something you want to say? I'm close it out. You have something you want to say? Come on, Martha. All right.
I just want to get a precept if I could.
Go ahead, out. It is unbelievable, man. It is unbelievable at the things that the white man put up on us. You know what I'm saying? Things that the white man find us guilty of that him himself is guilty of. Something about being meek. They said what? T.O. Who remember when T.O. played for Philly? They said he has a big mouth. He's not humble. I remember all that. Yeah, shit. Come on, you from Pennsylvania? Philly down the block. You remember how bad he talked about that brother? And he not even the half as how the white man is. Cause what? T.O. came up with his grandmother. His mother didn't want to take care of him. Damn man threw him out the house and left him on his grandma. She left him by himself. You know what T.O. did when he got rich? He bought his mama and grandmama a house. Who's more meek than that, nigga?
Right.
Who's more meek than that?
Right.
Go ahead,
Salaki, sir. If I could get a precept.
Go ahead.
Based on what our people do, because we know the scriptures say to honor thy mother and thy father, which I learned from the men above me, elders, is that when they get old and they get troubles arrive where they can't take care of themselves, that's a law. We have to take care of our elders. Right. And I just wanted to say, we know that the King's coming back once we all turn back to our Lord, so and to our God. And Romans 13:11 says this, sir, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Salakia. Right. There are a lot of things that we're doing unknowing, in a forgetful state and just a blind state, not knowing. There's certain things about us that the Most High is like, that's what I like. Right. Such as what you just said, sir. Even the wicked in the world, not in the school, and still have meekness.
I end the class by saying this,
Right.
Put the Mexicans in charge of this earth, Earth would be a better place. Put the Native Americans in charge of this earth, Earth would be a better place, Put so-called black people in charge of this place, Earth would be a better place. And with that, I said the white man's a damn devil, the Bible speaks of. And I pass the class to peace and officer, bro.
These are the ISUPK security announcements. We had the ISUPK started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. These are the rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world, and if they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission. Permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which that brother and sister will court each other. After that 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to Mary. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. The word tithes means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give it to the Treasury Department or to the teacher. Priest funds, which are free will offerings for the priest. They're not mandatory, but they are whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations this next month coming up, September. We'll be having a memorial of blowing the trumpets. Also, make sure if you come into the physical school location, every single time, GPS the school location. All right, it's going to boost our stats on Google. It's been doing extremely well for us. Visit the school's website, search up ISUPK Arizona on Google. And then when you get on there, look at the school's website and all of that, right? All that interaction that you do on Google is going to boost our stats. That's why we've been getting a lot more calls, right? So let's continue doing that. Make sure if you've not already, post a review of the school on Google. Whether you come into the physical school or whether you just watch online, post a review of the school on Google. Let us know what we're doing right, because I know we're not doing anything wrong. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school and become a member of the school, start wearing all black. That includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headbands, or black scarves. And with that, we'll get a teacher a courtesy salute. All right. Man of Israel, Amajim, which means to stand. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah. Sorry towards the sister. Sister Amajim, which means to stand. You'll get a sister a courtesy salute as well. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Ratham, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yadu Matah, class is music.